Mina Aisatusmai Sise, and today's here at Network Canada Independent Police Complaint Board concerning the press conference where the Independent Police Complaint Board call. Will they go inside the hall now? Outside the conference they take place?
February, the IPCB commenced an investigation into an alleged shooting incident of one Ali Foster at the Deputy Minister's residence at Leema Drive, Juba Hill. And the IPCB, without delay, commenced an investigation into the said matter as provided for under Section 9 of our regulation. And as soon as we commence the investigation exercise, we inform the public. And upon conclusion, we also inform the public that we have concluded the investigation. And for the processes, findings and recommendations, I will now hand the mic over to the chairman for that.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I welcome you to the IPCB. We have called you up this morning for us to give you a detailed and factual account of what transpired in the residence of the Deputy Minister of Internal Affairs on the 1st of February 2020. We have introduced ourselves, and I hope that everyone will be alert as I go through what actually transpired and where we are today. First of all, as already highlighted by the communications officer, the issue that warranted this press briefing relates to the shooting incident at the residence of the Deputy Minister of Internal Affairs on Saturday, 1st February 2020, during the National Cleaning Day exercise. Upon receiving news of the incident, the IPCB initiated its own investigation by our investigators visiting the site on Monday, 3rd February 2020. The investigators did so by the powers conferred upon the IPCB by the Independent Police Complaint Board Regulations 2013, Constitutional Instrument Number 11 of 2013, Section 3, Subsection 1C. I quote, "The board shall investigate the following. C. A shooting incident where a police officer has discharged a firearm or killed a person." End of quote. Section 9, beginning of quote, "The board may conduct an investigation on its own initiative or on the basis of a complaint made by a member of the public, a police officer, or a public body." End of quote. On that same day, that is Monday, 10th February 2020, the Director of Professional Standards of the Sierra Leone Police informed and requested the IPCB by letter to carry out an independent investigation of the shooting incident at the residence of the Deputy Minister of Internal Affairs. The police requested for independent investigation by the IPCB in line with Regulations 2013, Section 3, Subsection 1F. Unquote, "The board shall investigate any matter involving misconduct by the police, refer to it by the Inspector General of Police, where the Inspector General of Police thinks an independent investigation will be in the public interest." End of quote. Indeed, ladies and gentlemen, the shooting incident became a matter of public interest as it was reported and widely discussed on radio, TV, and print media. This press briefing today is to ensure that the facts of the incident are brought to the attention of the public appropriately, for which the press has been invited. Please note, and I repeat, please note, that the investigation carried out by the IPCB was to look into the incident and to determine whether the police officer who did the shooting acted professionally or otherwise. IPCB is an agency working to uphold justice and security in consonance with other agencies that are concerned for the fundamental human rights and protection of every citizen, including the victim of this investigation. The investigation was done in accordance with standard operating procedures of the IPCB. 1. Visit to the scene of the incident. 2. Obtaining statements from victims and witnesses, inclusive of the injured victim at the time he was admitted at the emergency hospital. 3. Obtain statements from the subject police officer. 4. Securing exhibits obtained at the site. 5. Interviews with independent witnesses in the vicinity of the incident. After the conclusion of the investigation, the report was compiled and the investigation committee of the IPCB, that comprises a representative of the Anti-Corruption Commission, a representative of the Bar Association, and a representative as a retired police officer not below the rank of superintendent. They met here on Thursday, 19th March 2020. They reviewed, assessed, and approved the report accordingly with recommendation for the press conference on the findings for the attention of the general public, since the incident necessitated a threat to life. These were the findings of the IPCB investigation. 1. The shooting incident at the residence of the Deputy Minister of Internal Affairs on Saturday, 1st February, was on the National Cleaning Day, when all citizens are expected to be in their vicinity, cleaning their environment. Police permission to be out of your locality on that day is needed. The victim and his cohorts had no such permission. B. That the statement obtained from the victim and his cohorts had contradictions as to what actually transpired in the area, leading to the release of gunshot by the police officer. To wit, 1. Victor Emmanuel Cisse, alias Creature, said he had 3 shots. 2. While Sheriff Michael Toure said he had 2 shots. And 3. The victim, Ali Saja Foster, said he had 1 shot, and that was the shot that damaged his left foot. Independent witnesses testified to hearing 2 shots, and this was corroborated by the police officer's statement of releasing 1 warning shot and then another shot where the victim and his accomplices were advancing towards him with cutlass and stones to take possession of his gun and possibly harm him. The victim and his accomplices, of over 15 in number at the time, were under the influence of alcohol while attending the cleaning exercise in the residence of some prominent persons in the Juba area. They received payments for such work, and at one instance, argument arose over the sharing of the money and nearly resulted into fighting. Upon arrival at the residence of the deputy minister, in their intoxicated, excited form, they were told by the police officer to move away as the area had already been cleaned. They got angry and railed abuses and invectives on the police officer and the deputy minister, who was inside the house at the time. When he heard of the commotion at his gate, he shouted to the security officer to know the cause, and he heard the insults to himself, his mother, and the occupants of the house by the inmate boys. Edward Leema, brother of the deputy minister, came out of the house to buy airtime in the neighborhood, and as soon as he opened the gate, he was pelted with stones, but was able to see the irate boys advancing towards the police officer. The police officer used pepper spray to spray the leading assailant, but that did not deter them. Rather, they regrouped and brandishing stones and cutlass still advanced towards the police officer, who warned them verbally before making a warning shot. The irate boys failed to heed to the warning shot, and Alice Sadia Foster, the bravest in the group, advanced and grabbed the weapon of the police officer, trying to snatch it away. In the struggle, the police officer gained strong hold of his weapon and shot Alice Sadia Foster in the foot. Upon seeing their main man down, the other irate boys withdrew, shouting that the police officer has killed Foster, who was lying wounded on the ground. The shouting and gunshots attracted neighbors to the scene. The police officer, acting in a professional manner, refused the irate boys taking their main man and leader away, but rather called for the police van to take Foster to hospital. From that point, the IPCB investigations started on Monday, 10 February 2020. Report conclusions and recommendations. The report and recommendations of the IPCB have been forwarded to the Inspector General of Police and the Director of Public Prosecutions, respectively, for appropriate action, and copies extended to the Honorable Vice President as Chairman of the Police Council, the Minister of Internal Affairs, who provides supervisory role for the IPCB, and the Secretary to the President for the attention of His Excellency the President. Recommendations. In view of the evidence gathered by the IPCB therefore recommends to the Director of Public Prosecutions appropriate action against the victim and his cohorts as provided by law. 2. The Community Relations Department of the Sierra Leone Police should engage stakeholders in various communities nationwide to discourage the idea of hiring youths to do their cleaning during National Cleaning Day, as this practice will expose the engaged youths to police arrest. Police permission must be obtained for such hiring before the cleaning day. That IPCB further recommends that the police personnel carrying weapons should be supplied with non-lethal weapons, e.g., rubber bullets instead of live bullets, to avoid serious injury, as in the case of the subject of investigation, who had with him only his gun and pepper spray. That the police officer PC 15756-A be commended for displaying extreme restraint and acting professionally by diffusing an imminent threat to his life and that of the Deputy Minister and his family members. That this matter be closed and laid to rest for insufficient evidence against the police officer acting irrationally during the incident. That the victim, Alice Sadia Foster, be informed of the outcome of this investigation in accordance with Section 25, Subsection 3 of the Independent Police Complaints Regulation 2013, that says, the board shall, in writing, immediately inform the person who made the complaint and the police officer concerned of the action taken and the reasons for the action. The board has accordingly written to Alice Sadia Foster, the police officer, Inspector General, and the Minister of Internal Affairs. This is the investigation carried out by the IPCB, and I want to here quote the United Nations Rights Office of the High Commissioner on the basic principles on the use of force and firearms by law enforcement officials. A, unquote, Whereas the threat to the life and safety of law enforcement officials must be seen as a threat to the stability of society as a whole. End of quote. B, unquote. Law enforcement officials cannot use firearms against persons except in self-defense or defense of others against the imminent threat of death or serious injury to prevent the penetration of a particular serious crime involving grave threats to life, to arrest a person presenting such a danger and resisting their authority, or to prevent his or her escape, and only when less extreme means are insufficient to achieve these objectives. In any event, international legal use of firearms will only be made when strictly unavoidable in order to protect life. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is the position of our investigation. The matter is now in the hands of the DPP and the Vice President and the Minister of Internal Affairs. And let me end by reminding you all that we are authorized to investigate the action of the police officer. The aspect of being out on the cleaning day, the aspect of any criminal act is entirely in the hands of the police. We are looking at the professional behavior of the police, and we have made our recommendations accordingly. I thank you for your attention.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman, for the overview.
Board forward us a comprehensive report so that we could do our analysis and details of fairness to the parties, and then make our appropriate response, all right, regarding all that you did in this investigation. I look forward to receiving it today, if at all is possible. No, don't shake your head on me. I'm talking to the chairperson, please. Not you, the chairperson.
Sorry?
Yes, no, not you. I'm talking
You are talking to the
chairperson.
IPC.
The chairperson.
Attentively, I did say that the IPCB is investigating the professional behavior and conduct of the police officer at the time of the incident. The police officer. We are not authorized to investigate the victim or his cohorts who were out on the national cleaning day. That was the responsibility of the police. I'm not getting it. That was the responsibility of the police. The police, the professional, the head of professional standards of the police requested the IPCB to do an investigation on the conduct of the police officer. I hope I have made that clear.
Excuse me, sir. This is not the first time the IPCB is investigating a matter that is already in court. The rule here says, or the regulation says, when we have the same subject matter in a competent court, the IPCB does not have the mandate to investigate that matter. But here, there are two subjects. Subject one, the police officer versus the Ali poster. Second subject, an allegation of attack on the residence of the Honorable Deputy Minister. So these are two different subjects. Let me bring another example to that. Sorry, excuse me. The ball incident between the students. We are investigating that matter. The action of the police versus the student, and the action of the student versus the University of Yala. These are two subject matters. So let's have that. We have a mandate to investigate the actions of police officers. No, we are not mandated to give you a copy of the report. No, we are not mandated by the regulation to give you a copy of the report. What we do here, the chairman speaking not to be shared. We have done that. We are working in accordance with the law. What the regulation says to the IPCB is what we are giving it.
So, does that mean that the lawyers for the standard will not have a report?
Come again. Come again.
Are you trying to say that the lawyers for Saja will not have a report?
If you make a formal request,
If
you make a formal request, not a verbal request,
well, I'm just trying to do that.
you can do a formal request.
All right, thank you. We'll do that today.
Right.
Francis Moore, who's able to.
Huh? Your name?
No.
Yeah, that's
Francis
it.
Moore.
Francis Moore.
Yes, we've been following up on this proceedings in court. And as at the last on Monday, the police officer who filed the charges in consultation with the law officers department testified that there was no evidence whatsoever as to any breach in the security protocol related to the minister's house. So those investigations cover that. Does it imply that there was any breach of the security protocol at the minister's house?
Well, we have investigated, as I told you, we have investigated the behavior of the police officer. Okay? Security is not in the hands of the IPCB. That is in the hands of the police. We investigate to establish justice and human rights. Okay? Security is in the hands of the police. If they say in court that there was no security threat around the minister's residence, we have not made mention of that. We only said the evil words that advances towards the police officer, which caused him to first use pepper spray, verbal warning before firing shots. Okay? So security is in the hands of the police, and we cannot explain anything for the police.
So the investigation is not covered.
No, security is not in our hands. Our business as independent police complaint board complains against police activities. When they bear on human rights violations. Okay?
Well, this is just a quick one. We are happy that we are here today to witness this press briefing by the Independent Police Complaints Board regarding their investigations concerning what happened around the vicinity of the Deputy Minister of Internal Affairs residence on the fateful day of 1st February 2020. And as lead counsel for Ali Foster, who is currently injured and remanded, I am happy that I'm here today with the father to witness this press briefing, where we have received some brief statements, speaking notes from the chairperson himself regarding the outcome of their investigations. I will not go into the outcome because I haven't seen the report myself. So as a lawyer, a prudent lawyer, I have verbally requested for a copy to be sent to us so that we can look at the totality of the evidence, the procedure, and who we are consulted for them to arrive at their decision. At that stage, after we've done our analysis, we will get to the press and then, of course, to the IPC board by way of response. And I'm sure there should be provisions within the regulation for an appeal if at all the outcome does not meet the threshold as required by law. So we are looking at all of these options. So at the moment, we accept the outcome for the time being, subject to our scrutiny, subject to us receiving the report and scrutinizing it, and then we will make our final response regarding the situation. But at the moment, even before this finding, like somebody rightly asked, my client is before the court already. I wish these findings would have informed that decision, but perhaps, like the reporter rightly said, maybe it was, an exercise in futility because already my client is before the courts. So we are going to study this report. We have asked them, and he said I should write officially, so I'm going to do that immediately after this. I get to the office, and I hope that report will be given to us so that at least we can study it and make our findings. Already some few things came up in the press conference, which you guys asked them because I just kept quiet and I was just enjoying the whole process. The issue about conflict of interest, whether in fact they should have, the IPCB was the most competent body to have investigated this matter, bearing in mind that the issue touches also and concerns the Ministry of Internal Affairs, to which the Deputy Minister of Internal Affairs is a member. And of course, that ministry also supervises the IPCB board. So thankfully, the press picked that up. So we are going to look at the totality of everything, legality, whether in fact they should have or they should have not, and also on the facts and the process of the investigation. So, and then we can come out with a very objective response. So at the time being, please be patient with us. Let's stay calm and wait for our response. Thank you very much.
As another listen to the chairman for the Independent Police Complaint Board, where he gave a recommendation where the Independent Police Complaint Board pull concerning the shooting incident will be happen at the Deputy Minister of Internal Affairs in residence on February 1st, 2020. Me we carry this program to una today. Me your name na Aissatou Smile Cisse. Until we meet again, I say tata.